All right, guys, shop tour in under 5 minutes. This is a big workstation I built a while back. It's got my router table kind of embedded in it. Radio, 6-way, battery chargers, drills. Planer is a flip top. This whole thing comes right up, folds back, and the planer flips up, so it's co-planer with the top of the bench. Got a Bosch contractor, table saw, bunch of jigs. So I've got the big sled, regular fence, sacrificial fence for dados. This is a straight edge jig. I've got the tall fence over there. And those two right here, these two are accessories that go with this. This one allows me to extend out a stop block so I have longer cross cuts and repeatable. And then this one sits down here like this, so I can do different angles and set those up on repeatable angle cuts. Bandsaw, Shopsmith, which is a whole conversation in and of itself. I've got set up on the drill press right now. Sandpaper station, clamp racks. I just moved all this stuff around. I've got a drop there for a vacuum hose, which does reach both sides of the shop, centralized location. I've got my workbench here. This is a folding workbench. These legs will fold up and the whole thing slides back so I can save more space. The shop is about 28 by 12, but after the walls, I built in the walls. I've got about 11 and change. And then after all the lumber racks from there to there, I've got about 9 feet-ish. Everything's on French cleats, the whole place, all the walls, French cleats. They're spaced about 5 inches from the top of one cleat to the top of the next cleat. So after, essentially this can go 5 inches up on the wall or 5 inches down. And that's customizable around everywhere. I made custom lumber brackets so I can hold all my stock. See there? And all there. So I can rearrange it all as I go. Little hardware deal. And then this is my consumables closet. Again, you can see French cleats on this. And then there's cleats on the inside as well on the doors. And these cubbies are hung on that. And then this whole deal here is just one big piece of 1/2-inch MDO also hung on the cleat in 2 locations. And then there's cleats on that. So I can move those things around as well. There's cleats all over the walls here. I've got those same style brackets and just scrap for shelving. And this needs to be reorganized, but boy, is that holding a lot of stuff. And I wanted to take up as much volume as I could. So like the volume of these cubbies take up the volume of space between, what's left over. Okay, so moving on over here, I just have a little set of drawers here. This was actually a frame that was built by an old fella, Mr. Kell, when he sold me the Shopsmith set. And he's got this custom rack that holds the Shopsmith in. He welded all this together, and then over the course of time, I built this box and then installed these drawers. So they're full, soft closed drawer slides, and I do want to finish that off at some point, but I'm just not there yet. Bunch of miscellaneous stuff I got to reorganize. Bandsaw, lumber cart. So this holds a good amount of sheets. You can see how many sheets depth-wise it will hold until it gets to the edge. And it is 8 feet long, so it'll hold some thin 8-foot stock. And then I've got cut-offs and scraps and everything on the back. And I love this because it just tucks away. So I've designed this so it'll simply tuck all the way in there, and I get all this working space. And then, finally over here is my dust collection closet. So I've got the Oneida Super Duty Deputy. I got the Harbor Freight impeller. I've got a Delta filter. This is where I hold my compressor. And then I got this barrel and I did a homemade makeshift 2-stage dust collection system. And then I put this here to try and keep the noise down. And frankly, these are hollow core doors, and you can see this is all breaking up, but I want to get some solid core doors and it'll be even better. I did double weather stripping everywhere. Again, trying to keep the noise down. It does a really good job. Stock, generally speaking, I've got oak. I've got a bunch of miscellaneous hardwoods. I've got some leftover poplar from the bunk beds I made for my kids. This is all mahogany that I want to build some Adirondacks out of, or use it for the frames probably. Got Adirondacks going right here. This is my very first Adirondack set. I bought this from King's Fine Woodworking, this kit with the templates and the everything. And so I'm starting to make this for the first time. I've got all this stock here. I've got a bunch of KD stock there. So these are prototypes. I'm learning how to do it, cutting all this up, and I'll do my very first one. And then I'll take what I've learned and I'll try and make it better on that second round. And then from there, I'll try and, do an even better job with the mahogany and maybe some cedar and stuff. And these are all the templates for that. So this is just the project I have going on right here. So, yeah, I wanted to give you a little shop tour update of everything. I love this place. I just reconfigured my piping. So this pipe was always running along the ceiling here for the dust collector. And it used to just stop right about there. And then I had one drop down and it was just in the way. And I ended up redoing these blast gates and I added this one coming over here. And I want to make this a hard pipe and then bring a 45 over to here and then have it drop down. But this can easily be pulled down and catch the router table, or be brought over here and catch the planer, or eventually come over here and catch an overarm dust collection on the table saw. And then this drop, again, becomes like a utility as well. So this guy coming off so easily and being used on the floor, I can always just disconnect it from the hook and then bring it over to the bandsaw or bring it to the drill press for dust collection that I will need for those. Finally, on small dust collection, I've got this utility as well. So this is a Rockler coil that you can get. And then I've got it, hooked up to the shop vac. So it's almost like it's a 2-stage, but not quite. There is a bag in there with a HEPA filter on it. And the bag kind of acts like that first stage, And then this thing, I can just basically take it as a utility and vacuum up whatever I want with it. Or I've got a floor sweep back there, which I really don't need anymore. Or I can just connect it to the sander. So that's a good utility. My vise over here. Yeah, man. Workshop life, eh? There you have it. Okay, thanks for coming. Bye.